Felicitous greetings, fellow fanatics. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Fanatic, and today we're taking a look at Atom Zombie Smasher, a satirical strategy title by Blendo Games. If I'm being honest, I'm not really fond of the zombie virus genre as a whole. Mindless, slowly shambling creatures whose only advantage is sheer numbers are just hard for me to take seriously as a threat to humanity. But as you'll soon find out, this game does not take itself seriously at all. So why should I worry about whether or not I can do such? In Atom Zombie Smasher, you'll be trying to save the fictional South American city of Nueva Aires from a zombie invasion. At first, all you'll have is a helicopter to evacuate as many survivors as possible, ferrying them away from danger and gaining points for each one you manage to save. But for each civilian that's infected, the zombies, known herein as Zeds, and yes, I'm aware that's how most other English-speaking countries pronounce the letter Z, will gain a point instead. After each mission to a different district of the city, you'll head to the campaign map, where points will be tallied up. Ultimately, you need to reach 6,000 points to win the game, at which point you've successfully held off the zombie invasion. But if the Zeds reach that goal first, then all hope is lost and the city is overrun. Each turn represents 1 month. You can only choose to evacuate one district per month, so you have to choose carefully where you'll go. As you complete missions, you'll soon unlock mercenary contracts, each of which can help you combat and control the zombie threat in different ways. There's an artillery crew that can rain death on undeath from above, snipers which can hit anywhere on the map, albeit fire a little slowly, barricades you can use to funnel the Zeds in a specific direction, mines which will do as they are wont to and explode when the Zeds step on them, dynamite that can be timed to hit a cluster of Zeds at a crucial moment, a gas bomb that will temporarily lure nearby Zeds in toward its point of detonation, or a group of infantry to fight them off directly. As mercenaries act in battle, they'll gain experience and level up, allowing them to act faster, place more defenses, etc. With mercs, you can potentially cleanse a district of zombies. If you do so, you'll gain a permanent bonus from that area that will produce victory points for you every month. You'll automatically rescue any remaining civilians in the area as a result. However, there are many times where circumstances make this an impossible task. Your goal is still to evacuate civilians first and foremost. As both you and the Zeds hit milestones of victory points, new events will be introduced into the game. The first of these for you is the ability to rescue scientists. Each scientist you rescue will be counted separately from the civilians, and gives you a research point that can be spent on various upgrades. There's 8 in all, but you'll only have access to a few when the feature first unlocks. You'll also be able to unlock 2 super weapons that you can use approximately once per year. The Elephant Bird Cannon, which will let you rain wanton destruction on a district, and Llama Bombs, which will cleanse an area of Zeds without harming the civilian population. The Llama Bombs are simply deployed from the campaign map, but the Elephant Bird Cannon launches you into a level where you'll be able to constantly rain down missiles from space with it. In addition to that, there's also the Catbird Cannon, which is much like a weaker version of the Elephant Bird. Once it's online, you'll have access to it in every level you enter, being able to charge it by destroying Zeds and fire it to take out a large swath of them, much like an artillery strike, but far stronger. However, milestones for the Zeds won't be nearly so pleasant. Instead, you'll have to deal with things like larger zombie hordes, more districts being infested at once, and eventually giant Zeds that can topple buildings in their wake. They can still be defeated by mercs, but it's going to take a lot of firepower to bring them down. Gameplay will repeat this cycle until either side has reached the required number of victory points. If you're meticulous and replay each stage until you win, then you'll find campaigns are fairly easy. But you also have the option of starting games with numerous modifiers to make the game easier or harder. For example, you can disable the option to replay failed stages. Alternatively, there's options to modify how you interact with mercenaries, allowing you to pick which ones are available each month, or even have multiple mercenaries of the same type. Or perhaps you want to see if you can survive with the zombies spawning in the middle of each district rather than the outskirts. What, are they popping up from the sewers or something? There's a lot of different ways you can change the game here, giving you plenty of variety if you ever tire of the default rule set. On the presentation side of things, the game is quite lacking. You can clearly make out what everything is, but it's far from a work of art to look at. Everything in-game is extremely simplistic, of which the best you can say about it is it's functional, at least. On the story side of things, there's not exactly much beyond the basic premise. But you'll occasionally get these weird comic-style cutscenes which are just very odd. As I mentioned before, the game doesn't take itself seriously at all, which I really don't mind. But I'm just not understanding the humor here. At least, I think they're trying to be funny, but I'm not seeing any actual jokes. You know I'm not above corny puns, but these just leave me scratching my head. And then when you finish the game, it plays you out with an audio clip from President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Wait a minute, what did I just say? And then when you finish the game, it plays you out with an audio clip from President Dwight D. Eisenhower. That can't be right.
We annually spend on military security alone more than the net income of all corporations.
Well, that was completely random. Still, if you don't mind something weird and wacky, then Atom Zombie Smasher is a unique and enjoyable title. It'll definitely take some relearning, as there's nothing else quite like it on the market. If you want to try a real-time strategy game that doesn't follow any of the conventions of the genre, it's definitely worth taking a look at. It took me less than 2 hours to play a campaign for the review, but you have the option of adjusting the victory point requirements to make the game longer or shorter to your tastes. The game certainly isn't without its shortcomings, and it's far from a masterpiece. Still, it's satisfyingly quirky, and all in all, I find it to be worthy of a solid 7.4 out of 10. Atom Zombie Smasher is available for PC via Steam. If you're interested in purchasing or learning more, links are included in the description. But what about you? What do you think of Atom Zombie Smasher? What satirical games do you enjoy? If you have any questions, remarks, or opposing points of view, leave them in the comments down below. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, farewell, fellow fanatics. Thank you again for watching. I have plenty more to share with you if you're interested. You can click up here above my head to subscribe to my channel. You can click over here on my monitor to see the most recent video that I've worked on. Or if you prefer, you can click up here to open this mysterious vault and see what video that the YouTube algorithm has picked just for you.